Hello.
Hello.
How are you today? Happy pre-Friday.
Happy Friday. I'm good. How are you?
I'm tired. I'm very, very tired.
Uh-oh.
But the most important things of the day are done, and we are here. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the commentary zone. I just saw both notifications went out. Yay. Today. It's a lovely day. Jamal and I celebrated privately, but we'll wait a little bit longer before we do the full celebration. Now, as you enter the room, guys, please don't forget to give us a little thumbs up. It's a great way to support the channel, and helps get our stuff out there for other people to see, and they can come join us in our little chats. Hello to everybody in the live chat, and hi, replay crew. Okay, all right. So today on the docket we have, oh boy, the Real Housewives of Orange County. Hold on, let me pull this up because I forgot to write it down. It is season 16, episode 3, Gone Guy. So I'm based on the episode, I guess we got to see more stuff about the new wives, the two new additions, which was kind of cool. I enjoyed it.
I did not think we were gonna get to see this part of the divorce. I did not. I thought it was gonna play off camera. I didn't know we were gonna see it on camera. Because that's not the because we heard about this before the season started. So I assumed this was after filming. I didn't understand it. Um, I didn't understand that it was actually gonna be during the season. I
How
was
could they
shocked.
not capture this? This is juicy. You know, we always love to see a divorce on Real Housewives.
But look, how you just gonna get a phone call or whatever, or just be served divorce papers and he in Puerto Rico? And ma'am, Noella Boo I'm going to need you to think a little bit of why he does not want to sell the Puerto Rico house, and you've only had it 7 months. I have my own theory, but I'm hoping that she kind of gets there. Just saying.
What's your theory? Because my theory is he's
That's the mistress
relocated
house.
there.
That's the
Yeah,
mistress's
you
house.
know me, I love a backup family. Um, Not even just a mistress. I think it's just a house of debauchery in Puerto Rico.
Yeah,
I wonder where the house is.
right. Like you got a great offer on the house. It would pay off your taxes. Y'all be debt free, clear, fine, whatever. You've only had the house 7 months, but she said, "Who cares?" But he has some sort of emotional attachment to this house. Really,
Mm-mm.
Noella, baby, I'm gonna need you to get it together.
Has she ever even been to the house?
I would assume so,
Don't assume so if it was purchased for somebody else.
but she knows about the house.
And they've only had it for 7 years. I bet you
7 months.
they sorry, 7 months. So they've
Hmm.
only done it online.
Mm.
Remember lockdown? Nobody was flying nowhere to buy
That's
nothing. There was a
true.
lot of online housing sales.
You're right. I didn't think about it in that angle. Ooh, because she was like,
Shame,
"Who
never
like?"
seen it.
She probably had never seen it because she's like, "Who cares?" And most women love a property. Just saying.
And that's why I think she's never even been to it because she's not formed any sort of emotional attachment to it, whereas he has for some reason. Okay, so let's just say hi to everybody in the chat. Hello, Roddy Gal. Hello, Susan. Hi, Yanni. Welcome, 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 everybody. Okay. Oh, he's having an affair.
Actually, the answer is actually the house itself. He only had for 7 months, right? It's a residency for the divorce. Oops. So the laws in Puerto Rico will be Puerto Rico, not U.S. Oh, that was he planned this. Oh,
Well, California, he would have to split everything in half, wouldn't he? Have they been married for 10 years?
let's see. Hold on a second.
Isn't the big like cutoff like 10 years for you guys?
Generally, it's the 10-year mark you want to get to.
You get like a bump up in everything after you
Hmm.
pass 10 years. but it's a I know men, he's a lawyer, he's a
Oh,
crook. Oh,
hold on. Hold on. James says James and Noella have been married since June 2020.
what?
Wow.
June 2020? How old are her
Hmm.
kids? Cuz wait, I know she has
It's
a son with
young.
autism and then she has another child, right? She only has the one or she has two?
I thought it was the one.
Oh, I don't know why unless I was counting one that got miscarried. I know she said twins were miscarried. What? How about
I'll
all the
say.
surrogates and the children?
Okay.
Yeah.
She said her oldest child. It says that her oldest child, Coco, is from a previous marriage, and
Okay.
Noella shares a 2-year-old son, James Jr., with her soon-to-be ex-husband. So it is two.
Right, but they've only been married since 2020. They
Right.
were getting surrogates. Remember, they had several miscarriages with surrogates. They were doing all of that before they got married. Um, she had a miscarriage. She had a miscarriage. The surrogate got had a miscarriage. Okay, so because I
Oh,
remember hearing two miscarriages,
gotcha.
but I wasn't. I thought that they were both surrogates. Like this, I think the surrogate miscarried twins. Oof. Child,
Wow.
that was karma telling you don't get two.
But the thing is, though, she's gonna be okay because he got paid a child support. And he has to pay child support based on his California income. That's how it works. So in
But if he's
California,
not working,
it doesn't matter. In California, the way it works is you get child support for each child, of course, but then you have to keep your ex in the lifestyle to which she was living. That's why most divorces people want to divorce in California. It's California and New York who have the best
oh, so
divorce.
that's why Tristan girl moved to California.
Hmm?
Ah. But he moved to Puerto Rico.
Doesn't matter. It's all based on what of residency.
But if he established residency in Puerto Rico.
Oh no, it's about the joint residency. It's not that he means
Oh.
nothing. It's about where you guys live.
But what if he lies and says that we was living in Puerto Rico?
Oh, they'll go do all that forensically because
Oh,
as long oh yeah it's hold on 1 second. I have to go back up
trying
real
too
quick.
hard to pay. Picture of
Sorry.
a husband. He's a crook, no doubt.
Well, he's a lawyer, so Yanni said, does anyone think he waited for her to join to ask for divorce, or is she already joined because she knew something was about to happen and needed income? I think he pulled a
Both.
Kelsey Grammer. He pulled a Kelsey
Yeah.
Grammer. What
I
he did to
think both.
Camille.
I think both. I think she's a girl that look like she sniff around. And she be nosy and looking in things that she shouldn't be looking in. Um and she's been dying to get on the Housewives to be braggadocious about a 10,000 square foot house, not knowing that she's going to be on the same season as Heather, 22,000 square foot. I don't know how many rooms I have, mega mansion. So, yeah. They said that she was really working it with who's the girl, the bisexual girl from last year?
Bronwyn.
Bronwyn. Bronwyn was really pushing hard to get her on.
Yep, and then she got fired.
Yeah, well,
Well,
mm-mm. He's hiding money, trust me. Oh my goodness.
I wouldn't be shocked. I'm sorry. You cannot tell me one lawyer does not hide money somewhere. You're not gonna tell me that.
I can't believe he cut off the credit cards. You have a child there. You have a child, a child with special needs, and you cut off all the credit cards? Girl, you better get that rich auntie Hermes bag over to the Real, or what's the other one? To resell it. That bag
Oh,
is looking kind of cute.
The divorce law isn't where you get married, but where you file and reside. He's residing in Puerto Rico right now. Well, no, not in California. That's the one thing. With California laws, they go by where you reside, where the
Where the
joint.
joint marital home is.
Yes, that's how California works. Which is
And
why
is it
people
primary joint marital home?
your
Uh,
primary your primary domicile, which is why people like that's why you hear about a lot of people will literally buy property in California, change their address to California, right? That way that's their primary address. They
mhm.
will stay for like a year or two and then file for divorce.
Wow.
Yeah, because California divorce law, especially for the women, is very friendly. Now it may take you a while to get to the end,
Ooh,
but the payoff is worth it.
okay.
The payoff is worth it, which is why you if you know athletes really don't keep their primary residence in California for the most part.
Well, unless they play for a California team.
Mm, they tend to rent. That's what people don't realize. Pro athletes will rent in the city because they don't know where they're going to be next season. So what will happen is, from what I understand, is they will buy primarily where their immediate family lives. They'll purchase property there,
Oh,
and then
back
for the
home.
back
Okay.
home, and then for the season, they'll rent, and then they will just leave and then go in the off season. They stay either at the primary residence, or they'll stay someplace close to their trainer. Oh yeah, it's very rare you see athletes buy property unless it's like they're next to their hometown, or the
Oh.
school, or like the school systems are really good. Yeah, there's a lot of factors, but oh yeah, California is based off of the marital home and where y'all was living. Like he could file in Puerto Rico all you want to, but congratulations, good job. But it's still gonna cost you because she's still in California.
He doesn't seem like a very good lawyer. I'm just saying.
I mean, for me, I'm not one to trust lawyers with billboards.
Mm. All right, so the episode opens up with Shannon at the injection doctor. I don't know, what do you call these people? Estheticians? They're not estheticians. What are these people called?
But
Med
she's actually,
spas?
and she's I think Jen is actually what she's it's called an aesthetic doctor.
But Shannon didn't go to Jen.
Oh, you
Where
mean
she went?
you see my other guy? I would say, and that's not. I wouldn't say esthetician.
I think it's a little bit more than an esthetician because she went
Right.
there to get injections to
Yes.
dissolve her fillers from last year that had her looking like, I don't know, a puff pastry. I didn't realize how bad it was. Why would she put 6 vials into her face? Wow.
Oh, Yanni. Yeah. Jen herself went to school for like she said something like 10 something years. But Debbie said she didn't go to Jen. She went to somebody else, right?
Yeah, she
Okay.
wasn't at, 'cause I don't remember Jen in that scene. That was just all Shannon and Noella. I don't think she went to Dr. Jen.
She really should have.
Well, yeah.
Dr. Jan does good work.
Well, I don't think Dr. Jen would have inserted 6 vials into her face and blew her up like that. She looked like Cat Lady. And remember
She
when
didn't
she
need
first
it.
started, she had like a really nice fine face.
Okay, Shannon. Shannon was snatched in season when she came on. Give me 1 second. Because Shannon's first season, I was here for her. I'm trying to find the photo. Sorry, y'all keep talking about
I
why I research.
thought, well, look, oh, poor Shannon. Well, anyway, now she's getting all of those fillers that she put in her face dissolved, and I guess it's a slow process. And Noella's there with her, and I think this is where she tells her story about her pregnancy journeys, the miscarriages, the surrogate, the miscarriages. Um, and she tells Shannon about this home in Puerto Rico, and her husband's undisclosed financial issues. And she originally thought it was like one lien with $4 million, but now it's two liens with $6 million. That's a lot of money.
Yes, it is.
Um, and they support each other with with Shannon getting her injections and her peels and all of that. And Shannon, I will say one thing: when it comes to divorce and any sort of medical procedure, Shannon is there. Shannon is doing the research. Shannon is giving you the best advice. Shannon will sit up and listen to you boo boo cry snot all over the phone. She will be there for you in times of struggle like that. And she listens to this poor girl, and then she thanks her for really, supporting her at Heather's party, because Noella, go figure, was the only one there to be supportive of her. And
Right.
Shannon says she has a lot of lunches to schedule in order to try and smooth everything out. Eventually goes out.
But Shannon's really into. It's interesting how Shannon's really into.
Holistic crap.
Yes, any kind of do any kind of surgery, any kind of anything.
I was surprised that she went and admitted to fillers, because she is so into like that holistic stuff. Remember that
Dr.
that
Moon.
doctor?
Dr.
Yes.
Moon.
She probably couldn't go and see him, and then went and got the stupid fillers.
Right, I agree.
I don't know why they think that is a good idea. Okay. I don't know why they all seem to think that it's a good idea to have fillers, Botox, plastic surgery, etc., all temporary and not healthy. I don't know. I've after all these years, I've kind of settled with what I have. I'm good. It is what it is.
Right.
Next, we see Dr. Jen and her son. He's a little cutie patootie. Jen says that her daughter and her mom are together, and they're coming back on the weekend. And that we begin to learn that she doesn't have a close relationship with her mother.
So real quick, so look, this is Shannon. See, this is season 9, Shannon.
Mm-hmm. She had a cute
Like,
little face.
yeah, but you just like you're like, what happened? Stress, divorce, everything.
Tequila. What you talking about? Stress, divorce. Tequila.
Did it full screen on your end?
Huh?
I tried to open it
No.
up so people see it. Yeah, that's better. So you don't see. Look at her face. Like
Mm-hmm.
she was killing in season 9. You said tequila though.
Yeah. And no, she started off with vodka, and then they got her on the tequila.
That's true. I think tequila has more sugar too, for some reason.
Mm,
I think tequila has more sugar. But yeah, she was not. That's not the same Shannon.
it isn't. But then when they showed that like blow up picture of her with all the fillers in, I was horrified. I was like,
Mm.
really? Y'all picked the worst possible picture to throw up there? Jeez.
Oh, Yanni made a great point. She
Huh?
gained weight. She lost
Oh,
weight. That doesn't
sorry.
know. Yep, it does.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, especially when you get older. Yeah. Good point, Yanni. Good point.
Um, let's see. Then we see Gina and Travis. Um, was Gina trying to rush a wedding with Travis?
I'm not sure. I would think she would just be chilling.
I got the feeling like she is like trying to move down that road. Girl, you just got out of your marriage. It wasn't the greatest of marriages.
Oh,
You got kids, he got kids. Can he provide for you?
right.
Eh,
This is interesting. Compared to a
she
1 ounce
didn't.
shot of vodka, which has 96 calories, a shot of tequila is only 64.
Mm.
Oh,
Right, but when she was going through it with the husband, she was hard
yeah,
on that vodka. She
she
was
was though.
pounding that vodka straight.
She was.
Alcohol in general does
Mm-hmm.
bad things to a complexion.
Mm.
So Yanni said that she hinted. I'm assuming that that's Gina. It seemed like she was sniffing around that, and I was like, "Girl, really?"
But my thing is like with Gina, I mean, you looking good, you're in a new place, you're happy. Focus on being happy and staying happy for your children. Um, you've gone through something traumatic, and my whole thing is this, and this is not to shame or put down, but like you have to look at, I think as a woman with children, when the man has to move in with you, you need to get that right first.
Mm-hmm.
That's the way I'm looking for at it. I always look at it, especially with moms with children who have their own. You shouldn't be trying to get married until you both build a foundation together.
Mm-hmm.
If that makes sense, you know what I mean? Because he
Mm-hmm.
moved in with you, it's not like you moved with him. I know we're in 2021, it's acceptable. I get it, but you just need to make sure this man can bring as much to the table as you do. Because when
I
you,
don't understand why he couldn't rent a home. She moved in with him, and she bought that townhouse that she has. I would have
yeah,
rented that out.
that's what I was thinking too. Rent that. Hmm. Agreed.
I would have never let him establish any sort of rights inside of my house.
It's too to me, and let me know if I'm thinking way too old school or way too strict or whatever. But I really feel that if you're in the moving in stages, like if you guys have gotten to that point where you're comfortable doing that, I'm never a big fan of one person moving into someone else's paid for place, because you, as the person who has no equity in the place, you have no rights, and it leaves you vulnerable. And you, like you said, you could have rented, like she could have rented out the townhouse, and they could have rented a house together to where they're both
Mhm.
equally invested.
Exactly.
Because I don't,
Exactly.
because he can get there and get comfortable, and
Uh-huh.
I and when men get comfortable, um, particularly when men get comfortable, we get lazy.
Well,
We
here's
get
the thing
lazy.
in my head, right? I just think it looks like he can't take care of her if he's moving into her paid for home. There, I said it.
It looks that way, but I mean, it makes sense financially. Don't get me wrong. It's just I would feel um whenever there's property involved and you're coming together, I think you should come together equally.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I'm saying, because like at the end of the day, what's gonna happen? Like she can get mad at him, and she can say, "Well, this is my townhouse," and he could be like, "What can you say to that?"
Well, let me hear. Thank God. I hope it's all paid for, because
Mm-hmm.
if it isn't and he's paying towards the mortgage, girl, you making a mess of problems.
Yes, yes.
And in my opinion, I think she moved too fast when moving in with somebody after her marriage ended.
Mm-hmm.
That's just me. I would have wanted a little cooling off time to
Right.
figure out who I was again, and try to navigate that with my kids. I don't know, but I don't have
Because
no
once
kids.
because he's paying towards the mortgage, assuming it's not paid for, if he is contributing paying towards the mortgage, he has the right to ask for his name to be on that deed as well. And for her, like the townhouse is something that she did that was for her, so I feel like she should
Mhm.
have kept that for her, and then they go and like get their own house,
Yeah,
a house
or have the house
that's
for the kids.
suitable,
You know
a house that's
that's in the,
suitable.
yeah. I don't know. Anywho,
Yeah.
whatever.
I mean, like I'm
I
feeling Gina this season. That's all. I want the best for her because she's, like I said, she looks like she's in a better place. She's giving me like the right kind of messy. And I'm enjoying her so far. And but
Yeah.
I want her to make sure she understands, like, you just got out of this marriage, like, which was not a good marriage for you. Do you focus on you? Focus on your kids. The man is, he, if he's good, he's gonna stay there and understand. If not, too good riddance.
Hmm. Um, Gina knows that Noelle is bisexual, right?
I would assume so.
Okay, because she was like she's fascinated by her, and she thinks that Did she say she thought that Noella was kind of hitting on her? Yeah, she did say that. She thought that Noella was hitting on her at the party. How many drinks did she have? What?
Right.
What was happening at this party? Y'all didn't even get past appetizers.
Right. Come on, did y'all get to the food, please? To the main course,
Oh
just one time.
my God. Gina starts talking about Shannon, and she's very upset with Shannon. Um, and she says that Shannon is so busy trying to save face that she doesn't care who she hurts in the process. Well,
Agreed. Agreed. Shannon was just throwing everybody under the bus, so to save herself. And but here's the thing with Shannon, and I'm gonna say it this way: I understood where she was coming from, but
mm-hmm,
in this scenario, I really felt like she should have just said, you know what? I didn't understand the dynamic. Was I being a little bit messy? Yes. Did I think I should could have trusted them at the same thing? Yes. But that was my fault. Had she just taken complete ownership, like, you know what, I really shouldn't have said that without coming to Heather first. Period, point blank, just
mm-hmm,
let it go. But when you're trying to say, like, oh, well, this happened because of this, and you know, had they not done this, yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm like, you just make yourself look that much worse, Shannon. Sorry. You do.
mm.
It is what it is. And speaking of Shannon, are we going to Heather? Are
You
we at
mean
that
her
part yet
going
or
to her
no?
husband's office?
Yeah, are we there yet?
Yeah,
Okay, give
yeah.
me 2 seconds. So I won't pull this up so we can have it for reference.
Wait, those are the text messages?
I have it. It's on Bravo Snark side.
Oh, I
So,
have them there. They're I have them in the overlays.
oh, you already did that. Okay, I
Yeah,
didn't even check the
because
overlay.
I
Go ahead.
couldn't remember what she said because it was so flicking long. And so
Right,
I just went and I snipped them and I threw them into overlays.
got it. Because I have it. Yeah, I saw Bravo Snark side put them up. I'm like, oh, this is perfect. I can use this.
Hmm.
But if you have them in overlay, go ahead.
Okay, so we see Heather driving to her husband's office and Nicole calls her and apologizes again. Um, Heather sits down and talks with Terry and says she doesn't know what Shannon's goal was. And so she tells him that she receives a text message from Shannon. And Shannon says, "Hello, Heather. I hope all is well. I feel badly about the way things ended between us the other night. Um, oh, this might not be the full thing, but she asked her to join her for lunch that week. Um,
Yeah, I have the full
but
one. If you need it, let me know.
you could pull up the if you have the full one.
Oh, I have. You have Shannon's. I have
I have
Heather's.
the full one for Heather. And
Got it.
this was
Okay, you're
Heather's
good.
response. Shannon, I'm surprised I'm just hearing from you now, but I don't care to adjudicate your behavior over the past few weeks via text, nor do I have the time in my schedule to listen to more of your rhetoric. The point isn't so much what you said, since there's nothing to hide. It's that you would pass on information that could be twisted and could have hurt my husband, his career, and thereby our family. Oh, and please spare me your supposed intentions. It's your actions that matter, and they are indefensible and inexcusable. I sincerely hope you have reached out to Nicole to apologize for humiliating and spreading private information from 20 years ago that was none of your business. Heather. I was never going to remember all of that.
No.
But the editing of the scene, even though they had nothing in this whole episode, the editing of that scene with her, because it was broken up into 3 or 4 segments, and poor
Hmm.
Terry was trying to say something in between, and she just kept on going on and on and
Right.
on. And he was just like lost in the sauce. Poor Terry. But yet, Heather, my God. Um,
I was cracking up because, in my personal opinion, she was overreacting. I got her point, but she was overreacting.
who's overreacting? Who's overreacting?
Heather,
Okay. Mm-hmm.
she's overreacting. I'm like, I understand you being upset. All she had to do is go to Shane like, look, girl, why'd you have to run that back without coming to me first? You were just being super messy, and yeah, and left it at that actually. To be honest, it wasn't that deep or that serious.
I don't know. Her and Terry are obviously doing this for dramatic sake. Um, I guess they're trying to be producers or directors themselves. It's just really ridiculous. I prefer it when Terry's in the background. I don't like seeing Terry
Right.
that much.
I want to see Terry on Bosch.
Um,
I want to see Terry on Bosch with Paul. Not so much on this. To
right.
be honest. To be honest.
Mm-hmm. But Terry is a ham. He has always been a ham. From way back in the day when he was on the Swan, he was a ham. So, oof. What else? Heather says she doesn't know how they can move forward without Shannon taking accountability.
I agree
Um,
there. Like.
she's yeah,
Go ahead.
and
Go ahead.
she also says that Shannon never likes to get her hands dirty. She's never wrong, and Heather begs to differ.
Like I said, Heather overreacted. I mean, just call Shannon out on being like kind of messy. That's all. It
Mm-hmm.
doesn't have to be this big event. You know, I get where she's coming from. I totally do. But at the end of the day, Shannon is Shannon, and you just learn how you feel and keep it moving. Because I think with Heather, I'll be honest. I with these two, it's interesting. They strike me as those cousins that you see like once or twice a year. Like they want to be cool, but they just can't get there. And
Mm-hmm.
with Shannon, what I get from her is like she'll take one step forward, but then do something and take three steps back. And I'll be like, Shannon, just tell the truth.
So Yanni says she also thinks that Gina and Emily realized that they were stuck with Shannon once Heather came around. They saw an opportunity to flip on Shannon because they never really liked her or trusted her.
Oh, I agree, definitely.
Mm-mm. Terry definitely didn't care for the conversation.
Nope.
Um, I think it's more that Heather was cutting off his moment. I don't know. So wait a minute. Tracy, the fight happened too fast. They knew Heather's reputation of tight ass. Why first time they hang out create a scene like that? Ooh.
I agree. But here's my thing. Y'all know y'all watched the past season, so you've watched Heather's season. You know how she is. She got upset that someone took ate the bowl off her cake. What did you think you was gonna do? Ruin her $36,000 dinner party? Just saying.
Mm-hmm.
Just asking the question. So
Yanni says Heather and Terry used the show to sell their lifestyle, therefore his business. This is true. This
yes.
is true because remember her, like her last season, they were doing all of those weird treatments when they were putting together their beauty brand that they
Yeah.
sell on one of those shopping networks.
QVC, right?
No, it's not
HSN.
QVC. It's not HSN. It's
It's one of
another
those shows that.
smaller brand. It's a
Okay.
small home show. It's a smaller TV network. It's in it's it's in the Midwest and they fly to it. I gotta look it up because I have that shopping station in my in
Really?
Comcast. Yep, but it's not QVC and it's not HSN, and they're one of the biggest sellers on that network.
Wow.
Yep, when she and Terry fly
Is it
in,
is it called Evine? Wait a minute.
is
Luckily for
it?
me, Heather. Luckily for me, Heather and Terry DeBroso their skin line live on Evine.
I think that's it. It's a small. It's not one of the big ones. It's a smaller network.
Yep, it says Evine iMedia
Mm-hmm.
Brands Company. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so that must be them.
But yeah, they sell out. They rack up on that shopping network. They rack up and they were doing and they I think they left just in time so that Bravo wouldn't have to get a cut of it.
Right.
And then that's when she launched her podcast, her YouTube, all of that she launched
Right.
as soon as she left. And now she's coming back and it's all well established and she's
right.
pushing the brand yet again, but Bravo's not getting any of it.
You gotta love that though.
Mm-hmm.
You have to love that. That was like a brilliant move. Like, plus she didn't like Kelly's behind anyway, so that was even that just helped the process even more.
Okay, bye, Susan. Um, do you think Andy actually liked Heather, or he's still pissed when she gave him an ultimatum and quit because of Kelly?
Oh, he loves Heather.
Yeah, because she makes money for him.
Right. She makes money. She has money. She's what he wants. And like, if he could
Mm-hmm.
clone Heather, he would. Because she has the money. She has the lifestyle. She has the
Yep.
husband who has the lifestyle. She has the kids. She's pretentious, and
Mm-hmm.
she's witty and she's clever. That's what he looks for in a housewife. Basically, Heather is a toned down version of Bethany. At the end of the day, they're very similar.
Mm-hmm. And that's why he can't hate Bethany neither.
Nope. Even when they fall out, they get come right back
Mm-hmm.
together.
Okay, so we're done with that. Was basically Heather's contribution to the episode.
Hmm.
We see Gina and Noella. They get together and go for a Cairo treatment. I'm dying to do one of these. Um, and Gina asks Noella about the article that's on her husband, and Noella starts crying because she says that her and her husband are not in a good space. Um, and then she starts talking about the sex dungeon, and the attendant is like, "Say what now?"
Right. The attendant's face was everything.
Oh my god! Ugh, gross. Um, then Gina calls Shannon, and she asked to get together so that they could talk about what happened at Heather's event. Ciao. I don't know.
Mm-mm.
Then it's a boring scene with Emily and her family. I shouldn't say a boring scene, but I love Emily. I just can't take Shane. They're barbecuing in the backyard. All the kids are there. Um, they talk about how rough it was for them last year with him getting sick. And,
Mm-hmm.
you know, her lack of relationship with religion and how she has now, like the fact that her children are finding their path with religion, and she would never stop that, because maybe if she had a better relationship with religion, she would have been able to handle what happened last year better.
Mm-hmm.
um and why, when the little girl asked a question about said religion that she's going to get baptized into, Shane didn't want to talk about it? Do you not know about your religion, or is there something you just don't want to say?
Um, I just wonder how. I wonder if he's still a practicing Mormon, or did
He
he
takes them to church, don't he?
I wonder, but I wonder how he's very closed off about that, which is interesting. I'd like to know more about like how deep in the religion he is, because here's the thing: he married a non-Mormon, and his family
Mm-hmm.
was okay with it.
Mm-hmm.
So I wonder how that is. I'm very curious. I'm just very curious why he wouldn't answer those questions.
His family is, they have a background from the Mediterranean, right?
I for some reason I thought I heard Persian. I could be wrong.
I don't know why I was thinking Libya, but yeah, well, the someplace out there. Um, maybe that's it. Maybe they see Emily as some sort of value bringing into the family.
True.
After all, who else is gonna want Shane? Really? Let's see. Sorry, excuse for sex dungeon. Not even close to Seven Shades. um, hey, Kimberly. I'm getting the feeling Noella is acting like Mia from Real Housewife of Potomac. Mia talked too much about her personal things too quickly. I
Hmm.
think this was all coming down quickly though.
I
Like,
think the way it's filmed is the way it seems it happens.
yeah, it seems like an avalanche on her. Um, uh, okay, so Yanni says, "Me neither, Debbie. He's such a moron and typical Mormon troglodyte."
So
Is
real
that
quick,
a level of Mormon
I'm not sure, but
troglodyte?
real quick. So I'm sorry to interrupt, but I just found this.
Uh-huh.
So, Shane is half Iranian. His mom is 100% Iranian. He's half.
Persian. Okay. Alrighty. Um, I wouldn't be surprised if Emily was seen as some sort of value when he brought her around. But it is surprised he allowed their children not to be Mormon, but Emily's decision. Somehow I'm not surprised by that because his mom rules the roost, so why not him marry somebody who rules the roost? I don't
Hmm.
know. Uh, oh. Yanni says that she thinks that he didn't want to talk Mormon details and get in hot water from the church.
Hmm.
Oh,
That's
wow.
interesting.
Oof. Yanni. Oh my God. Well, look, every bolt of cloth has its owner.
Yeah.
Child. If Shane could get married, then there's still hope for me. Um, what are we talking about? She was kind of teasing him about being excited about passing the bar. Shane, you've been embarrassed how many seasons now for not passing that bar? You even moved out of your family home in order to study and for that bar, and you still failed. It took you getting C19 to finally, activate your brain cells and them lowering the bar on the bar for you to pass it. Good for you, Shane. Let's all celebrate. Um, Noella, Nicole, and Shannon get together. Um, and this is where Shannon is apologizing to Nicole. And surprisingly, Nicole accepts. She says that Shannon looks genuinely sorry and accepts.
That's nice of her.
Is okay, so Nicole is also going through a divorce. Um, was she already drunk at the meeting? I don't know, maybe it's just the way how she talks. I want to say that I want to look at her more carefully, but I don't care. Let's see. Um, Shannon was super agitated when she got to that meeting. What was wrong with her?
Not a clue. Not a clue.
Okay, so they apologize. Yay, yay, yay. They're friends again. Then we see Dr. Jen. Her daughter and her mom finally arrived back. The husband has come back from his work trip. So everybody's back home. And this is where she talks about the relationship that she has with her mother and her father. Her father died right before she went to med school. It was right before she went to med school, right before she graduated. Can't remember.
Mm-mm.
Um, but yeah, like she was closer to her father than she was to her mother. Her mother is English, and she feels like maybe that's why they're not that close, because of the cultural divide or whatever. Um, I don't know. Was she always like not that close with her mom, like even when she was little, or did it happen after the dad died? Oh, and the dad died because of a motorcyclist going the wrong way or
Mhm.
something.
Yes.
So tragic, so tragic. But I want to know if she was always if her mom was always like that, like the two of them not having a good relationship, or if it happened after the father died, because maybe the mom just closed herself off after the husband died. Hmm.
That was so sad. I was like, wow.
Whose husband was oh, Yanni? Who we talking about? Was her husband a drug addict in the past? Is that Jen's husband? Let us know. Um, then she tries to have a conversation with her mother. I kind of zoned out. Did you have
Hmm.
anything on there?
No, it was nice getting to see her mom and
Mm-hmm.
get to hear about like her growing up and hearing about her father. So that was it was cool. It was a necessary scene, but it wasn't the most exciting.
I think I tuned out when she decided to give her mother a cordial glass or sherry glass full of wine. That's like a thimble full of wine.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. What's that gonna
you
do for me?
there? Yeah. I was just like, girl, stop. Don't unfair her like that. Uh, okay. I got it that her mom and her had always been weird. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
some sort of disconnect.
Well, you can't get along with everybody.
Mm-mm.
Noel. Then we see Noella calling Shannon, and this is where she got served the papers from Puerto Rico. Her husband is gone, and he shut off all the credit cards. She never thought that this was going to be the end of her marriage. After all, and then after all of that, right? Shannon goes, "Wait, he lives in Puerto Rico."
Right? And all that. That's the only thing. That's the only thing. Not the divorce. Not that Noel was feeling bad. You call he lived in Puerto Rico. That's all you taught. Okay.
And the way how they edited that, like I thought the scene was done because they kind of panned out and they were like it was going into a different segment, and then
Mhm.
you hear Shannon go, "Wait, he lives in Puerto Rico," and I'm like, "He do?" It was good. The editing on this episode was very, very good. I liked it.
Yanni says last episode she mentioned out loud some of the issues, and one thing she said was drug addiction, but she never mentioned who.
Oh, interesting.
I'm gonna have to go
Maybe
back and rewatch.
yeah, because she was talking about it when she was I think she's doing some expansion to her facility.
Yeah, her business.
And
Yes.
yes, and she said you aren't even listening or something like that. He was so fixated on the what was it? Tater tots? What was it?
Brussels sprouts.
Brussels sprouts. Tater tots. Oh my god.
Love tater tots though.
I know.
Just saying.
He was so fixated on that. And oh God, maybe it is him. I don't know. Okay, so Gina and Shannon finally meet up to talk. They invite Noella, who's sitting at home. You know,
Hmm.
Noella's spoken to both of them before their meetup, and they feel bad for her. They want her to get out of the house, so they invite her. And she comes down. What else happened? Gina knows.
I like that Gina called
Hmm.
Shannon out though and just told her exactly how she felt
Yeah, but
and
here's the
exactly what.
thing.
Go ahead.
How effective was that? Because I didn't listen to half of it because she was just at a really high octave and talking really, really, really New York fast. And I tuned that out.
Here's the thing. I don't think the conversation was really for Shannon. It was more for Gina to let her know how she feels.
Verbal
And Shannon
diarrhea.
and
Hmm.
Shannon told her like, well, you told because Gina was upset that Shannon went to Heather and said they were not trustworthy. Blah blah blah. I'm like, well, you kind of proved Shannon right on this one, Gina. Sorry, should Shannon have
Hmm.
done that? No, but was Shannon correct in her assessment? Yeah, because you took the first opportunity as one was Yanni. I think it was Yanni who said you threw her under the bus. So Shannon really wasn't wrong. Should she have done it? Like I said, no. But was she right? Yes. And then, but Gina made a good point when Shannon said, like, I've gone out of my way to like be nice to you, and Gina's like, you shouldn't have to go out of your way to be nice to someone. That's a problem. I'm
Just
like,
be nice.
just be nice. I'm like, agreed. And I think where Gina needs to get to is this: if you're going to call someone your friend, and I've talked to my friends about this, I always tell them, I accept you as you are. Because if I don't, you need to leave. So if Gina's gonna say Shannon's my friend, you know how Shannon is. Either you accept it as she is, or you don't.
Mm-hmm.
And that's at that point, that's your choice to accept it. So you can't keep saying this is my friend and keep whining when she does something wrong. Like, this is a pattern of behavior. So like, you have your pattern of behavior. You know, accept it or move on. That's your choice. Because I don't want to
Mm-hmm.
hear Gina whining about what Shannon does all season. I just don't. Because Shannon's
But
gonna
you
mess
know
up
she's
left, right,
gonna
now,
do that.
and I'm not gonna like her.
Oh
But
Lord.
I'm liking her now. She's making good points. She's moving forward in her life, which is great. But when it comes down to personal relationships, you can't nitpick someone you call your friend. That's what you do to an acquaintance. Sorry,
But
it
isn't
is.
that what Shannon is?
No, they're talking about their friends.
They ain't friends.
We traveled to New York and we could like spend so much time together and we talked and I felt really close. I'm like,
It
okay.
doesn't count if you have to expense it to Bravo.
Shut up.
I'm just saying. So Yanni says, I think Shannon wanted a quick way out of the tough conversation with Gina by inviting Noella.
Oh, of course. Good job, Shannon. Shannon's on it.
Okay, so Yanni says, wait, hold on. I'm wondering if she married a loser. That's why he was a stay at home dad. Now that he's growing, he's got a good job and resent being a home dad. That's Dr. Jenna, her husband. I don't know. I just don't see him being mentally there. He seems very spaced out. Um, okay, it felt like Gina was only doing because she had to, but she knew all had to end for them to continue.
I guess maybe Gina had to have the conversation. Like
Mm-hmm.
Gina knew she had to have the conversation for this to be put to bed so they can move forward, basically.
Yeah.
To the next issue.
Okay, so Shannon doesn't know how to be nice. All she knows is criticize. Her husband was a cheater, but she drove that man insane, expecting to act perfectly as she wanted him to, like a robot. Oh, child.
I think with Shannon is, and this is just my overall perspective. I think she is still kind of bitter behind the divorce. When I say bitter, I mean she's upset that she got a divorce. Because I remember, I want to say it was her first season. She's like, "Oh, I would never get divorced. Like divorce is not
Mm-hmm.
even on the table. Hell or high water. We're staying together." And when that didn't happen, and she had to do what she had to do, I think she just it broke her, but not in a like the emotional way. It was just she
Mm-hmm.
felt like she failed at her marriage. I'm like, well, no. It's just like you and your family's expectations, whether you verbalize them or not, were placed onto David, and he couldn't live up to those. Granted, you may not have said anything, but the money you come from and who your family is, it weighed on him, and it kind of like, well, like in his mind, he'll never be good enough because if I recall, his family invested in his business to get him started. So again, he's thinking like, well, I had to go to her family for help. I couldn't go to my own. So you combine all of that plus her nagging, and I'm like, I'm sorry, maybe I'm looking at this in a completely wrong way, but at your guys' age, if you want to go out there and get some young stuff, which is, in my opinion, y'all could just came together, wrote out an agreement. He would get a vasectomy, so there's no more children, and he can go do what he want to do. Less work, ma'am. Less work for you. Just, just
Yeah, but the thing is, she's all about appearances.
well, that's why I
And
said.
in this day and age, people got
Oh,
these things.
social cameras, social media. You're
Like that
right.
kind of agreement could have worked
20 years
back in
ago.
the day.
20 years ago. So yeah, you're right. You're right. You're right.
Now you
So,
got to come out and say, we got an open marriage, AKA he cheating.
let's see.
That's how you got to cover your backside on the social and the media. I don't know.
True.
There's
You're right. I, I
It's
I
just
keep forgetting that.
hard.
It just seems so simple. My plan just seems so simple. Yanni said she was always better with everyone, but it wasn't just divorce. But when he lost his money too, oof. That, by the way, was just like any other construction guy in 2008. He made more than he should, then lost. That's true. That's true.
Mhm.
Money management, not investing in, like, not getting out soon enough, not investing in property, stuff like that. That's a good point, Yanni, and a good point, Debbie. I forgot. I'm thinking like, yeah, 20 years ago, this is what you could do. Just have the contract, go out there.
Mhm.
But now you got social media, you got
Yep.
blogs, you got people with
Yep.
everything. Everything. Isn't it weird that every device has a camera on it now? Every device.
Can't get
Like,
away
oh
from
yeah,
it.
you
Like
can't get away from it.
even your glasses could have a camera in it.
Google glasses. Yep.
Oh my God. After cheating, that man tried too hard to make up to her. She nagged and nagged all the way to the divorce. Well, Yanni, that's because he never gave up the girlfriend. And I think she knew it.
Right. She knew it.
She knew it.
He was like, baby,
Mm-mm.
baby, baby. He was like, baby, baby. Yeah, and this, like, once they did vow renewal, I'm like, yep, it's over. Toast,
Uh-huh.
toast. It's over. Next.
The kiss of death, that vow
Yeah,
renewal.
that vow renewal. Oof. And like, and you could
Mm.
tell he didn't even want to do the vow renewal. That was the
Nope.
cold part. You could tell he was mad the whole way through. I was like, oh, this is painful to watch.
But the only thing he enjoyed was when they was doing that the therapy where she had to sit on the grave. I think that's the only part that he enjoyed.
I'm not gonna lie, I agree with you on that one. And that was the sad part.
He was just like,
And I think with Shannon, she needs like, I think she just needs to talk to someone, like, and really talk through with it. Um, and just be okay with where she is now. Hey, dude, like, you ain't the first one to get divorced. You ain't the last. You know what? He cheated. There's been cheaters before you. Like, you can move forward now. You have a whole man in your house. Take care of that.
mm-hmm. Maybe if he had just pivoted to like government work, government contracting instead of private
Commercial,
sector. Yeah.
commercial. Yeah, that's all it really was in my.
Oh my God. Okay, so yeah, that was the episode, y'all. That was the Real Housewives of Orange County, season 16, episode 3, Gone Guy.
Right. I'm gonna run through these real quick. So Tracy
Uh-huh.
says, I agree with you 100%. Yanni, Shannon's a mess though. From David.
Mm-hmm.
Yanni says, I know so many construction companies, realtor brokers. Yup, that made so much money before the boom, then lost everything and made no money for 2 to 3 years.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, private sector pretty much took a huge hit.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, Yanni's laughing. Who could give up a nice girlfriend for nagging Shannon? True. But didn't Shannon just break? Did they break up?
But didn't she
Her,
have a baby though?
oh, after the divorce, yes, she had Leslie Cook had a baby. I think it's her name,
Oh,
Leslie
you knew
Cook.
her name? All I know is she went to
Yeah.
the softball games.
Yanni, did they break up?
Good, because I didn't like him.
Oh,
I thought he was like more interested in business than Shannon. I don't know. Shannon pushes people away. She does it with her own daughters too. They seem like they can't wait to move away.
mm-hmm.
I think that's most daughters with
Okay.
their
As of
mom.
as of December 8th, it looks like they're still together.
Damn. Damn. Okay, so you saw that the first two episodes of Miami dropped, right?
No, I was just gonna check Peacock later today.
First two episodes. What are they doing?
Oh, they're trying to kill us, but we see them,
I
so
know.
I think I'm gonna watch them both tonight. I'm just super excited.
I have to watch the last 30 minutes of 90 Day. Did you watch that?
No, that's the first thing I have to watch. It's 90 Day.
Mm, I'm not that enthused, but okay. Vicky did, but I didn't know Shannon too. Oh. Shannon's a very needy individual. She's looking for something, but I don't even think Shannon knows what she's looking for.
Right.
I mean, if she was smothered, suffocated in the attention from a man and loved upside down, inside out, you know, pull the dookie from your booty hole, aka Bobby Brown and Whitney Houston.
Mhm.
I don't even think she would be happy there. There's no pleasing Shannon.
She
And
always
I
needs
think
more.
that stems from her not being happy with herself. She'll never be happy with anyone else.
True.
Mm-hmm. For shows, not anything new like 90 Day Man. Okay, so we're trying to watch 90 Day, the new 90 Day that was on Sunday, and we are watching Miami tonight, so that we can talk about that tomorrow. Are we going to do all two episodes?
I mean, I can do both episodes easy because they're easy. Watching through the app, they're easy watches. They're super easy watches.
Oh my god, I've just gotta hold on. Let me see if I can find this. I'm excited. They weren't they doing a marathon of Miami on Bravo?
I'm
I
not
saw it
sure.
this morning. Yeah, this morning they started a marathon.
Got
It
it.
was so good seeing Leah.
So we're gonna do 90 Day because we can't fit everything in tomorrow. That's impossible. So we'll talk about it.
Okay. Oh, I've got to find a better picture. Okay, guys. So this is it. This was the episode. Let us. Yep, Yanni, I couldn't deal with Shannon in real life. All right, so guys, let us know your thoughts. You guys, your comments in the live chat were amazing. Love it, love it, love it. Hello, replay crew. Can't wait to see your comments when you get a chance to see the episode. Let us know your thoughts. What are we looking forward to? How is this season going to pan out? I feel like it's
Right.
just going to deflate. I don't know.
I I hope it doesn't. I mean, it's just started so well. I'm like, if anything, just give me 11 episodes and a two-part reunion. I'm okay. I'd rather have a shortened season than it had ride the whole train just go flat at the end.
Well, you heard about Garcelle, Erica, and Lisa Rinna all
Right.
catching C-19,
Yep.
and production shut
We're
down.
down.
And yesterday I was listening to somebody that said one person from Atlanta has contracted it,
Wow.
and they're on a trip. They're on a cash trip, but I think they left early because they decided they got enough film from it.
Oh, okay.
So it's good because like I think this is like the second or third cast trip for Atlanta since they
Mhm.
started filming.
Yeah, I saw that on
So
Jay's blog, on Jay's Twitter.
yeah, I'm kind of I want to be excited, but I can't.
Yeah, yeah, we gotta wait to see it on film. That's all. On TV, I'll play that one.
I wish they didn't bring back Cherie.
Round 3.
Yanni is not going to watch Beverly Hills. Why? It can't be that bad. Did they demote Crystal and Sutton?
Not that I've heard.
Child. They could demote Crystal.
just not gonna. You stay on Crystal's neck. Be nice to that little girl.
They could. What did she bring?
She's representing Asia right now. Okay, let's give her a chance.
Look, the only way that she could get me excited is if we do a cash trip to Beijing or something. I don't know. Not gonna happen.
That would be fun.
It would be fun. And I think that's where they were going with her. I really do. I think that they were going to do that. But
Oh, Yanni's personally canceled Erica.
oh. Okay. I can understand that. Oh, I'm not paying her bills by watching. Yanni. Do Good Letters. You just finished the episode this afternoon? Nothing there. She's the worst Asia ever.
Damn. Yanni just stand on their necks. She's not here for it.
And a $90,000 purse.
Right?
Oh my God. And that stupid basement, the $500,000 basement.
Right.
Shut up. With
Oh,
no resale value.
but she gives us her house manager, Lucy. Is that her name? Lucy?
Not enough.
Oh, Lucy's not enough to save her?
They don't give Lucy enough. Like, replace Crystal with Lucy and then we'd be good. And Lucy could open up every episode with that beach I work for.
and the dumplings. We need Lucy's cooking too. Sorry.
You know, we could bring in her mom to do the dumplings.
Okay.
Her mom and her boyfriend.
Okay.
To do the dumplings.
So we'll make Crystal a friend of the show and give Lucy a diamond. Gotcha.
No, we'll just take Crystal off the show.
But we need Crystal to get Lucy though. We can't just have Lucy by herself.
Lucy work in the house. Lucy work in the house. It's Rob and Crystal house, and Lucy worked there. And Crystal mama come over with her boyfriend, that flamboyant man. And yeah, that's good. All of them can hold, and the dog can hold the diamond.
Okay, they all hold like a group hold.
Right, and pay them half of what we was paying Crystal.
Crystal, right.
Everybody's happy.
Yanni says she's down the land is what it's worth, not the house. True. No one will give what she invests in the house. Nope. But they've been there 20 years, so they're not going nowhere. She said they've been, what, 20 years? Or a long time, right? A long time, right?
Yeah. Because I think he had that house before he got her.
Yeah, that's what I assumed.
And it seems like they have not redecorated since he bought the house.
Yanni agrees. Yes, take Crystal down. Keep Lucy.
Ah!
Yanni. Yanni.
You noticed that too. Oh my God. I was like, what they said, boyfriend? Really? Okay. See, that's why I want her mama on the show. When she find out. Oh my gosh.
I think we've covered everything off of this episode. This was solid.
It was okay.
Solid.
It was okay.
Yes, that's why I said solid. I didn't say good. I said solid. Work with me.
Look, the most I did was the overlays.
It was good overlays too. Thank you.
Only reason why is because I couldn't remember what she said.
Exactly, it was too long.
It was way long.
So no one was remembering all that.
My God. Oh. Miranda's an alcoholic?
Who's
Still
Miranda?
not enough. Miranda from the Sex and the City reboot.
Oh, okay.
The lawyer. They used to have the
Okay,
red hair. Yeah.
you shifted shows.
Well, no, I just saw something. I need to stop looking at my other monitor. Sorry, y'all. Oh my God.
Gotcha.
Okay, so any final words, my friend?
No, we're good.
We're good. So we're gonna figure out tomorrow's schedule. So just
Hmm.
stay behind. And guys, thanks for tuning in today. We really appreciate it. Please don't forget to give us a little thumbs up. We really appreciate it. What else? Oh, if you haven't subscribed already, please subscribe. Hit the notification bell. Follow us on Twitter so that you get a better notification. And tell a friend. Join us back here tomorrow, sometime tomorrow. We're going to put up all of the shows. Say It Be It is coming on at 4 p.m. Eastern, 1 p.m. Pacific. Is that right, Jamal?
Yep.
What are you going to be discussing?
Oh, it's called the Misadventures of the White Knight. So basically, it's about people who get in other people's business when it doesn't concern them, like the pros and cons of doing that.
That's a
Like how,
white knight?
yeah, how you go out when you go out and really defend somebody. Say you were like in a squabble, right?
No.
Me white knighting for you would be me going out there like, well, Debbie didn't do that, and Debbie's this, and Debbie's that, and blah blah blah, like really going hard for somebody,
Oh.
like more than the support, basically.
Okay. That sounds like what half of YouTube is doing.
Yeah, we're just always talking about it. Just like people understand, like support and white knighting are very, very, very different.
Mm, okay. Well, guys, just support us by hitting a thumbs up.
Yes, please.
Yeah, that's all we ask. Or even a thumbs down. Just something. All right, guys. We'll see you tomorrow. Look out for when we post the shows, when we schedule them. So until next time, Jamal.
Of course.
All
All
righty.
right.
Bye.
Bye.